Good morning, everyone. We're just being good and doing things to play and occupy and rest. It's fairly early. Oh, I guess it's about 10. And I was sweeping and mopping and cleaning while they were outside. And then I let them back in and thought we'd get our video while they're being so good. And they really are being good this morning. Yesterday was a different story. They were good, and I don't know, I laid on the couch around 2 o'clock, and they got on the couch with me, and then they just laid in different places around the room. And for a couple hours, everything was really nice. Hey, Ray, you better get down from there. Don't get my coffee down. You get down. Everything was nice for a couple hours. But then they turned into little terrors. Anything they could get into, they did. Any kind of bad. Poor Joey. Well, the rain had hit, and then it would stop, and they would go out between the showers. And Joey came back dripping in mud and had to have a bath. So it's just not uncommon around here. That happens pretty much. We have a lot of dirt in our backyard, and they keep the grass worn down to where we have a lot of dirt. So they pack it in dry and they pack it in as mud. But they did everything they could get into. At one point, they were all laying on the couch. Last night, I was sitting in here watching TV. It was quiet and peaceful. And out of the blue, Chloe decided to start howling. I didn't know she could howl. I do remember being in another room at different times, and I would hear one of them howling, but I never knew which one it was. But last night she was laying there like that, sound asleep, and then just woke up and started howling. So I don't know what that was about. I've always thought she hears things that the rest of us don't, because she'll be the first one to throw her ears up and run to the door. And I'll swear there's nothing out there. I don't know what gets her attention, but I suspect she hears something farther away than the rest of us can hear. And it sets her off. And I think that's what might have been the howling thing about last night. Candy, oh my gosh, Candy was a regular little terror last night. Anything and everything she could get into. She was just all over the place, bouncing around. She runs and takes a flying leap and hits the back of that chair with her legs and does a flip and lands on the floor and does it again. She was just all over the place. Delilah and Sheba have become so clingy that I can't do anything. They are right beside me. They both hang back when everybody goes outside. If I don't go, they're staying wherever I'm at. And they want to be in whatever room I'm in. Ray, she's getting where she needs a little more affection. She comes and just has that, please hold me. Please hold me. And I do. I will hold her and baby her. But I suspect that's because they're pregnant. And then Jericho, gosh, he was just hopping all over the place and wrestling, and I mean hard wrestling with every one of the other ones. But this morning, Jericho is limping. I don't know what happened. I know I got up probably 3 times during the night and let them all outside because they kept waking up wanting to go out, and he was fine. But this morning he went out, and when I went to get him back in, he was hesitating about coming up the steps. So I went out to figure out what was going on with him, and one of his back legs, he was holding it in an unusual way. He did come up the steps. He did walk in the house by himself, but he's definitely limping. I can't find any reason for it. So we're just going to let him lay and rest. He's been laying there a couple hours now. My dad got up before the rest of us did and left. He had an appointment at a denture clinic over in Springdale early this morning, so he called me very early. I was up, but I wasn't moving yet. And he had locked his car and dropped his keys down below the console where he couldn't reach them or get to them, and then it was locked. So I had to go over and unlock his car and get his keys out of the floor for him. They were definitely out of sight and pretty much out of reach for him. But I have smaller hands, and I was able to reach way back in there, and I could feel them, and I got them out. But all the babies went in their crates while I ran to do that. And Jericho walked and got in his crate then, but he's not wanting to move. I do keep some pain meds on hand in case somebody gets injured and we need to manage pain. I haven't given him any yet, and I don't really like to give it to him unless I kind of know what's causing the pain. Hey, you guys, Ray, get out of Chloe or Candy. So anyway, if you would, say a prayer that Jericho will feel better, and I'll just be watching him throughout the day. I do have a vet close by. I have a vet appointment with my regular vet Thursday. If he's not better by then, I can add him and take him. But we also have an ER vet right here by me that's available 24 hours a day if it's necessary. I just think he probably twisted or pulled something. When they go out, they fly off of that deck and land out in the yard and run as hard as they can to that back fence, which I usually assume there must be a raccoon or something when it's at nighttime that's got their attention. And I figure there was something prowling around last night because they needed to go out 3 different times. They might sometimes need out once during the night, but usually it's not a need, it's a want. They want to go out and run the fence line and be little guard doggies at night. But I think today we're in for a better day. It just seems like everybody is going to be a little better behaved and play and do what they're supposed to do. Sheba, quit making that noise. Hopefully my friend will be by tomorrow or the next day, and we will play with the ultrasounds again. I'm hoping by then I'll be able to see puppies with Ray, but and maybe with some help here to know how to do it, maybe I can get a picture of the ultrasounds. I don't know. I will try, or maybe I can just do a video showing it. That's one of the things about that ultrasound machine. It's really hard to do anything with the ultrasound, the images. I mean, it's hard to print them or email them or anything like that. So, maybe it's just me needing to learn how. I don't know. I have it. That's all I know, and I'll keep playing with it and using it until I learn everything that I can do with it. But the main thing that I ever wanted is to confirm pregnancy, which I'm pretty sure I've done, but I also would like to see individual puppies on the screen and not just one spot telling me that's babies. So maybe as the babies get bigger, I'll be able to get puppy counts. That's helpful if I can have that when it's time to deliver and you know when mom is about to be done or not. But anyway, that's just what we're doing today. It's just going to be a peaceful, calm day today. I hope. Hey, Joey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, little boy, you're in trouble.